Somebody said when Winston was what's it called? When Winston was assistant entertainment prefect, do you know who the dining prefect was? Napoleon Bonaparte.
That's right.
Oh, why are you people?
Grown.
You see,
Your age mates are legends.
You see, yesterday I got a call from my teacher, maths teacher in JSS, and he said, "Oh, I saw something that the people were doubting that you were entertainment prefer." So my mates responded. They said, they should know.
Sorry. Your maths teacher in JSS is the one adducing evidence support to your. How is that possible?
Oh, because
Why, you followed this in senior high school?
before senior high school, but he's been monitoring my progress.
I see.
His maths teacher is probably his age mate.
Well, it may make it interesting.
It's my
Anyway.
it's my chilling partner.
You see. Anyway, Esther Smith there with that wonderful song, which was our inspirational song.
Brought to us by Duraplast, where Duraplast goes, water flows, and Visa contactless card. Tap to pay with your Visa contactless card. It's fast, easy, secured. Visa everywhere you want to be.
Now, look, I've got some free credit for the first person who can tell us the name of the pattern that you will find in Raymond's shirt today. Well, shut that. Like today, he had no role to play in the selection of his clothing because he looks great. So tell us, what is the name of this pattern in his shirt? Anyone who can tell us the right answer, mature credit. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Give us your answers on Twitter and win some credit for whichever network you're on. But please, join us on Facebook Live. How else are you going to make a guess at the name of this pattern? All right, join us on Facebook Live. And of course, like, comment, and share our live feed. We're also on YouTube. Just look for Joy 99.7 FM on Facebook and YouTube. Join us live. Look into our eyeballs. Let's get to business. The Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by the Joy News and Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, be visible, drive with your lights on. That is how you drive safe.
And whatever your terrain, a Toyota Hilux is the ultimate vehicle for road transport. With a powerful engine, tough suspensions, and roomy interior, the new Toyota Hilux takes you to new levels of refinement and style in two variants of 2.8-liter turbo and 2.4-liter. The new Toyota Hilux is designed to offer driving capacities for smooth on- and off-road condition. Get yourself a manual automatic transmission Hilux from Toyota Ghana Company Limited now and enjoy 3 years manufacturer's warranty or 100,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. Remember, credit purchase available through special arrangement with your finance partners. And you can also trade in your used Toyota vehicles for new models if the previous was purchased from Toyota. Walk into any of Toyota Ghana's branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, Takrady, or call 0302-910-204 for further inquiries. Toyota Ghana Company Limited is proud to be associated with Joy FM and Joy News Drive Safe Tips on the Super Morning Show. Toyota Superior Quality.
Right, let's say it right. And it's thanks to Korba Payment app, Korba, our lives simplified, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Something must be done.
I'm still quite worried by the number of people out and about at events and beaches in spite of the restrictions. These COVID rebels and the security service may soon find themselves at a deadly impasse. And voila, I'll say it right for the day. Impasse. I've heard people say impasse, 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 but it's impasse. It's not clear where these alternative pronunciations come from, but there is only one correct way of saying it. Impasse. I-M-P-A-S-S-E. Impasse. A situation in which parties cannot agree on the way forward. It originates from the French word impasse, which means dead end. So now you can say it right. You could also keep it simple by using a synonym like deadlock, or standoff, or quandary, or dilemma, or cessation, or hiatus, or catch-22, or... you is okay. We'll fix that. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone can use Korba. It's got a payment channel for the big bosses, the market women, the mechanic, the cocoa seller, and the small shop owner. Sit back, relax, and simply pay for your old Students Association dues and contributions. Transfer funds across all bank accounts or mobile money wallets. top up airtime and data, pay your insurance, TV subscription, utility bills, pay school fees, pay for that wachi. Do all of this and more on Corba and get a free life insurance cover with Prudential Life while you transact your business on Corba. Use Corba and enjoy life's little pleasures. Download Corba on the Play Store or the App Store or access it via the WhatsApp channel 0242 426 186 or just dial star 365 hash and follow the prompts. Corba, our lives simplified. So
Well-
we have some research coming in. By the way, this Say It Right was recorded some time ago, but we have some research coming in that tells us that there is another pronunciation for the word, and it is impasse. Impasse, okay? And that is how it is pronounced in the UK, impasse. And it's still spelled the same way, Impasse. All right, there you go. So now we can definitely say it right both ways. Impasse is American, impasse is UK.
Great. So if owning a new home, buying a second home, or buying a land to build your dream home is one of your goals for 2021, then here's some real help from First National Bank, because First National Bank has declared 2021 as a year of home ownership. Yoho 2021 to help make home ownership a reality for many Ghanaians. Yoho 2021 offers a unique opportunity for all resident and non-resident Ghanaians to access First National Bank's suite of home loan offers, get relevant advice on home ownership, and guidance to overcome some of the hurdles like documentation, titles, and credit history. Indeed, home ownership provides stability and wealth-building opportunities, and you can buy your dream home from our partner developers or choose to complete that project you started years ago. Take advantage of First National Bank's competitive interest rates and I promise to give you a decision on your home loan application in 5 working days, provided all requirements are met. Accept the Yoho 2021 challenge and apply for a home loans facility to ensure you are on the housing ladder by end of 2021. Call First National Bank on 0242 435050 or 0800 770522 or send a mail at ghanahomeloans@firstnationalbank.com.gh for more information. Yoho 2021, moving you from a tenant to a homeowner. First National Bank, how can we help you?
Okay, so let's do the news review brought to us by Star Assurance, your solid partner. Visa contactless card. Tap to pay with your Visa contactless card. It's fast, it's easy, and it's secure. Visa, everywhere you want to be. And First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
Ago, my people.
Amen.
Well, it's I, Winston, and if you have your speaker turned down low, this will be a good time to turn it up so your family and friends can catch it just about to drop. Ready? Have you ever dreaded the stress of spending too long in queues on the stores or hearing no change when you cash for your items? All that should be a thing of the past. You and I can now spend less time on checkout queues and speed up our payments when we tap to pay with the new Visa contactless card. You heard me, Visa contactless card. Now, the Visa contactless card is a new, safe, easy, and faster way to pay at stores, restaurant shops, bars, cinemas, at your favorite merchant locations every day. To get started with this cool and secured payment lifestyle, just check that your Visa card has the contactless symbol. Next, just tap to pay on a contactless payment device when checking out a merchant store, and finally confirm your payment. It's that simple. If you don't have a Visa contactless card, no worries, simply ask your bank for one. So, when you need to dash in and out of the store, Visa contactless card is the one for you. Remember, next time you hang out with your family and friends or grab lunch, pay like a pro. Tap to pay with your Visa contactless card. It's fast, easy, secured. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Now, owning a car is suddenly easier thanks to First Atlantic Bank. With the Purple Auto Loan from First Atlantic Bank, you can buy that dream car and pay it off in monthly installments instead of having to pay the full price all at once. All you have to do is pick up an invoice from an accredited car vendor and go to any First Atlantic Bank branch in Accra, Tema, Takrade, Techiman, Tamale, and Kumasi to sign up for the Purple Auto Loan. And voila, you will be cruising home in that dream car without hassle. If you want to know more, call 0302 682203 or 04. You can also try 0302 679 253. Terms and conditions apply. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different. Now, just before we tell you what's in the papers, let's bring back what happened yesterday. In several quarters, the issue of Erastus Asare Donko and the threats made against him and his life by Kennedy Japan were brought up. First, the Ghana Journalists Association, its current president, Afil Moni, had this to say.
It can be a fatal gamble to toil with the threats against the life of Erasmus Asaredonko. Every life is of sacred worth and intrinsic value. The right to life and personal liberty is of primordial importance, which all Ghanaians everywhere and at all times must enjoy. The life of Erasmus Asaredonko must be protected at all costs, and we urge the national security apparatus to take this up with urgent promptitude and utmost seriousness.
That was Afilmoni, president of the GJA, and he meant Erastus Asaredonko. Right, that wasn't the only time it came up yesterday. In Parliament, Al-Hassan Suhini brought it up on the floor. This is what he said.
Mr. Speaker, I think it calls for the attention of this House for the chairman of the Committee of Defense and Interior to go public and urge that the President, the Commander-in-Chief, beats people, physically assaults people. He says, and I quote, Mr. Speaker, that if he were the President of Ghana, he would have ensured that the said journalist, Erastus Asaredonko, is beaten mercilessly. Mr. Speaker, he says that, in fact, Erastus Asaredonko should be beaten seriously. And Mr. Speaker, this comes in the wake of another such utterances he made in relation to Ahmed Swale, which led, in the view of some people, to the identity of Ahmed Swale being compromised and eventually murdered.
So that was, as he would be described on the floor of Parliament, Mr. Al-Hassan Suhini, Honourable Member of Parliament for Tamale North, bringing up the issues of utterances by Kennedy Agyapong, Member of Parliament for Asin
Central,
who has now been referred to the Privileges Committee.
The House's attention is drawn to the conduct of one of our members. And under Order 27, which I want to put in extenso, it says, notwithstanding anything contained in these orders, Mr. Speaker may refer any questions of privilege to the Committee of Privileges for examination, investigation, and report. Notwithstanding anything contained in these orders. In spite of the word notwithstanding, the Speaker is giving the discretion, says may refer any questions of privilege. I think that is why the Honourable Member is seeking my intervention to refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. This is my first time of hearing this matter. As it is now, I am compelled to refer it to the Privileges Committee. It's a matter the Privileges Committee will have to go into and then report to the House. And it's for the House to decide whether the Honourable Member is contemptuous of the House.
Yeah.
It's a breath of fresh air for some people who believe that Parliament sometimes protects its own. And I have to single out the gentleman from Tamale North for such an honorable act, living up to the title that they have been given in this case. You see, it is said by Martin Luther King that we must repent in this generation, not only for the ill will of those who do bad, but also for the lukewarm attitude of those who stand by and watch evil being done. We cannot continue in this path. And I'm happy that, I don't know what the committee will do. Obviously, I've heard some already suggesting that there isn't enough evidence to push it in that direction. I felt it was shameful, but together, all together, I feel it's a step in the right direction. At least somebody is listening. Because there are other people who have also been in Parliament who are also former journalists who pretend and act like they protect the interests of journalists who have kept mute over this matter. And we are taking note of such people too.
Okay.
Right, let's get into the papers. And Agric Ministry alert prolonged drought worrying low food production in 4 regions. And statistics available from the ministry from 4 major farming regions indicate that out of a total maize farmland of 246,075 hectares, 79,000 hectares could not be cultivated. due to the drought. And we're also told that for rice, 6,482 hectares also not be cultivated due to unfavorable weather. And this is in the Ashanti, Bono, Ahafo, and Bono East region. So you're looking at about 30% of maize farms not being cultivated as a result of this. Certainly worrying. And, in the past we had been saying, in the past we've talked about how the planting for food and jobs has led to the export of maize. This is an indication that we have to be thinking about a few things. And I ask myself that simple question. Since 2005 that I've been looking at budgets critically, I see the Accra Plains consistent, and I see all the talks about irrigation and how we should move away from rain-fed farming to irrigation. What happened to the One Village, One Dam that was supposed to be assisting in planting, for instance? These are all questions that we demand answers to.
After almost 5 years of One Village, One Dam, when a drought can wipe out 30% of our production of some crops, then we've clearly not quite, achieved what we desire with One Village, One Dam. But what's the problem? What's the reason? What's gone wrong? And what can we do to fix it? Because it's got to work, it's got to work. 30% of what? Maize?
Maize, yeah.
That's shocking. Bearing in mind that this follows a year in which, for the opposite reasons, flooding, we lost huge percentages of produce across the north of the country. Spending money to ensure that we gain a certain modicum of independence from the elements when it comes to food production is an investment. It's not a frivolity. And we need to prioritize.
But also on the front page, MPs receive salary arrears, not as gratia. Majority Chief Whip clarifies. But I've just been looking at the committee's report here, and the committee is talking about the payment of as gratia. So it says, therefore, the committee recommends the payment of 4 months consolidated salary for every year served has been approved and paid to previous parliamentarians.
That's ex gratia.
Ex gratia, 4 months of every year.
But who said it's salary arrears?
Well, Frank Anodompe, Majority Chief Whip. That's what it states here in the daily graphic.
So he's suggesting that by the end of their term, they would be owed some 16 months worth of salary that they were not paid, and that is what they are given at the end of their term. That's his experience.
That's what he says, but the evidence on the ground does not suggest same.
Okay.
Now, the Ghanaian Times is reporting this morning, threat against journalists. GJ demands prompt action from national security. You heard the president there. And the Canada Japan also dragged to privileges committee for threatening journalists. It's also bold and big time in the Ghanaian Times this morning. VIP launches digital platform to increase revenue collection and propose toll increase to fix roads. Don't hike road tolls. 2 transport unions are asking the government to stop it, or else they'll be compelled to also increase transport fares so that ordinary people will be affected in ways that they don't want to be affected by this particular act alone. And in page 7, there is some very good news going the way of the education minister. That is in the direction of he being asked to join the UN advisory group. And this is a high-level advisory group for Mission 4.7, which is really to do with the sustainable development goals.
That's really good, actually.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Congratulations
to Dr. Yao Osebichum. But let me just chip in the new crusading guide and we get for the online news review. So, National Security rejects bribe arrest for Chinese in ECG cable theft. And Samia Uku to head NLA. And guess what? Concerned youth of Assemblies of God protest Samia Uku's appointment as Lotto boss. Interesting.
Oh, really?
Anyway,
okay.
Let's get into the online news review.
Time for the online review, brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy, not forgetting Enterprise Life. No matter how much you make for a living, Enterprise Life has life solutions carefully crafted for you. Enterprise Life, your advantage.
And Goyle high-grade fuels have been tried, tested, proving and accepted over the years as most suitable for all engine types, including the latest vehicles with the most modern engines. In addition to these superior qualities, Gold higher grade fuels are further fortified with the SP3 additive multifunctional enhancer, making it more efficient, eco-friendly, and sold at no extra cost. Gold higher grade fuels come in Gold Super XP Run 95 and Diesel SP, sold in every Gold station and not just selected stations. So fill up with Gold higher grade fuels at Jibebia. Goyle Good Energy, Goyle Yayadi.
All right. Do we have time for a story or two?
No.
Okay, we've got to go for the BBC. But by the way, please comment under our live feed. Tell us the name of that pattern in Raymond's shirt. Or tweet at us. Use the hashtag JoySMS. We'll use a timestamp to see who gave the correct answer first. And you win a prize, some free credit. Right now, the BBC News brought to you by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Sethi Brothers.
This is a bank, First Atlantic Bank, a shiny purple star to brighten up my day. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different services all day long. First Atlantic Bank, and it feels so cool. I know this is where I belong. Come on, everybody, this is a bank like no other. First Atlantic Bank. Follow me, let's go now. Let's go, let's bank. This is a bank like no other. Let's bank. This is a bank like no other. Let's bank. This is a bank like no other. First Atlantic Bank.
First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
I nearly gave up on driving out of frustration. What hadn't I done? Purging, replacing electrical parts, changing my fuel pump, and still the engine noise in my car won't stop. Then I met this guy who said I should try Goil Fuel. By the way, my name is Thomas. I did try Goil